Beginning final prep to install the oil pan. Quick update, Saturday morning about 08 November, I'm not sure of the date, and we're getting ready to get back on the Jeep. And this clip I'm going to be checking my torque limits on the crankshaft bearings and rod bearings and the oil pump, just to make sure that I got them down. All I'm gonna do is make sure they're tight. The crankshaft bearings are extremely tight, 80 foot-pounds, and the rod bearings are about 33 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna make sure they're good and tight, because I checked them already. I torqued them, and after everything was torqued, I came back and checked the torque limits on them already. I'll see you on the next clip.
Hey guys, I'm just taking a quick, I'm just checking the tightness to make sure I didn't miss something. This is on the crankshaft bearing.
I'm starting with the crankshaft bearing caps first, and I got 7 sets to tighten down. Those torque limits again are 135 foot-pounds. This has taken some time, this overall operation, but it's coming together and it's starting to look pretty good. And it's been a lot of work these past 2 months. Oil pan and oil pump, crankshaft and rod bearings. And as I get close to the end of this operation on these bearings and the oil pump and the oil pan, I'm starting to get nervous. Like, what's going to happen after I prime the pump and the engine and then try starting? Will it run or will it destroy itself? Anyway, when that time comes, it's going to be scary and fun at the same time. Just about finished checking the crankshaft bolts. We'll be moving on to the rod bearing cap shortly.
Okay, I'm going to be doing the rod bearings next, checking the torque, just to make sure they're tight. They've already been checked. And see if I missed anything.
Okay, here we go. We have 6 sets of rod bearing caps. This will take a while, so I speeded this clip up also. After all this work, I'm hoping to get another 50,000 miles out of this engine. It presently has 202,700 miles on it. I've definitely taken a gamble on doing all this work, being an amateur.
This is some new loom I'm gonna put on here. This stuff don't last very long, and the heat gets to it, it dries up and breaks away. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on here. Let's see, what to get from here.
Hey, why can't you work like that all the time, boy?
Okay, I'm gonna do a final cleanup, and finish getting this side. Put the back ones in for the gasket. And what I did, let's see.
Second. You see, they got these screw heads on them where once you get it started, you can screw them on in. Let me see if I can. Yeah, here we go. You can screw it in. This one here is kind of hard to get in because you don't have a whole lot of room. If you can get it started, you get it the rest of the way in like this.
What the hell is wrong with you now, boy?
Okay, I got the two back in. Put the front ones in. I'm going to try to get the rest of this RTV off. Yeah, I'm going to try to get this RTV off. I'm not going to try to get all of it off. I'm just make sure it's real smooth. I don't know. I may try to get it off. We'll see. Out.
Hey, this is the next clip on the cleanup. Okay, you see what I've done to the bottom of that timing chain cover where the gasket goes on the front there. And I cleaned up this line too a little bit. And I blew air through all this, but before I get to the final install of the girdle and oil pan, I'm going to wash everything down again with parts cleaner, blow it out, dry everything off, and then that's when I'll start with the oil pan out for now. Hey, there's that other heat shield that I was talking about. I may get some more. I've got some aluminum heat shield. I may
Cut me a piece there, a long piece, and wrap it around there like I did my exhaust. I got some of that left over. That's really good right here. This is the material that's on the injectors to protect them. But you see how big it is. It's loose. I may be able to stick something in there to tighten it up. I can't put zip ties on it because they'll just melt. But I have some metal zip ties, but I may try to do that. We'll see. But I am going to protect that area there. See you on the next clip. Okay, next clip, and what I want to show you is I got my gasket, the four corners, the clips that hold that gasket in place. If you can see them back there. So I got those in place, and I'll be back. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in about a half hour, and I'm going to do some more. I don't know if I'm going to get this oil pan in today. I did a lot more cleanup and checking torque specs and all that stuff, and so it may be tomorrow before I get on this oil pan. Okay, guys, it's the last clip for today, and I'll probably go ahead and put this video together, get it out, because it's starting to get a little long. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to go ahead and install my oil pan. I'm a little tired. It's about 3 o'clock, and I'm in the... Anyway, you can see that gasket's in place. I really like this because the holes, they're all lined up. So, when I put that oil pan up here, I'll get a couple of bolts started, and then that should hold it in place while I put the rest of them in. So anyway, that's where I'm going to end it today. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you on the next update soon. My Jeep out.